right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Paul, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Sunday. So depending on your perspective, end of the weekend, beginning of the new week, but it's Sunday, and we're here taking your calls on what's going on in Pittsburgh sports. It's Bob Pompeani with you until 11 o'clock at 412-575-2600. You can also tweet us tonight at KDPomp. Let me know what you think about, number one, the Pirates ended a 5-game losing streak, which denied the Philadelphia Phillies a 7-game winning streak. Pirates still treading water, still 12.5 out of first, still closer to last than third, and they have the Washington Nationals in town beginning tomorrow for 3 before they have 5 against the first-place Milwaukee Brewers. So what happened today was Nick Kingham had a very good start, and unlike yesterday, Clint Hurdle left his starter in when he faced a trouble spot in the 6th inning. Yesterday was the 7th inning for Jamison Tyone. I'd like to get your feedback on that. Tyone was a little upset, and he did it very politically correct today after he met with Clint Hurdle. And he didn't understand why, after 6 really good innings, only 2 hits allowed, that he faced a situation where he got an early hook. He didn't like that. Clint Hurdle has analytics to support the fact that, Tyone gets, hammered compared to what he did the first 2 times through the order, and the 3rd time through the order. It's not very good numbers. But at some point, you got to let your guy, who's supposed to be the ace, get through situations like this. Otherwise, you're not going to know anything about him when he does face this adversity. But Clint Hurdle, after 77 pitches, took him out. So I'd like to get your thoughts on that move. Because, quite frankly, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then you get second-guessed, and that's the way it goes in baseball. There are so many decisions day in and day out. I did not like the decision. I would have kept Tyone in. He had 6 really good innings. Okay. He got a couple of runs against in the 7th inning. I still believe he's better option than their bullpen, which overall has been lousy this season. So I would put my trust in my starter, especially at 77 pitches. Meanwhile, today was Kingham, who got into a little bit of a jumble spot in the 6th inning. He had 2 on. He had a 3-0 count to the 3rd batter he faced in that inning, but he got a nice play by Colin Moran, who had a shoestring grab to make a pop-up on foul territory catch, and then he struck out 2 in a row. He got out of it, and that was his day. But interesting how one day to the next there was a different bit of strategy there. So we'll talk about that and also the All-Star game. I want to get your take on this, and this certainly was a big topic tonight on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown, which you can watch after the late news tonight on KDKA 1135. My panel will include Chris Mack, pre- and post-game Pirate host on 93.7 The Fan, Jeff Hathorn from The Fan, of course, and Andrew Filipponi from The Fan. And we have a lot of stuff to get into there with the All-Star selection process, which I think is, quite frankly, humorous. A lot of guys get snubbed, and I think the biggest snub of all, if you're going to look at it, is Blake Snell. Who is Blake Snell? Well, you may not know who he is, but because he plays for Tampa Bay. They stink. They have one of the smallest markets in terms of what they spend on revenue. And, 17 years in a row, we have never seen a guy who has led the American League or any league in earned run average denied a spot in the All-Star game. So he has the best earned run average of any American League pitcher at the All-Star break, and yet he's not on the roster. In fact, to my knowledge, he's not even on the final vote. Let me check that out here because I had it somewhere. But if he's not on that, that's really a disgrace. And he's not on the final vote. Okay, so to me, he should be on at least that. You lead the league. And the problem here, I think, in the system is it's archaic in that they demand a deadline for votes, and it's a couple of weeks ago. And quite frankly, with electronic technology, you should be able to vote up until the very last second. And if you do that, you'll have an opportunity to see a guy maybe 3 or 4 more opportunities and change your mind. But the whole voting thing stinks. For the Pirates, it was Vasquez who got in. Got his 18th save today, and he was efficient. He struck out the side. When he's on, he's very difficult. And I would imagine some team out there is going to approach the Pirates about Felipe Vasquez. Why wouldn't you? There are teams that need closers, and he's a guy who can and put it up there at over 100 miles an hour, and when he's on, he's really tough to hit, especially from the left-hand side. So that may be one of the guys the Pirates are faced with dealing with, but I wouldn't do that because he's at least one of the more reliable guys I have. I don't, quite frankly, think when they get the trade deadline they're going to be in a position to really get many assets at all, given what they're going to be forced to give up. So we'll see how it goes there. But the Pirates get that win today. Vasquez gets the All-Star. I am of the opinion that there should not be a participation trophy for anyone, and teams don't need to be represented, in my opinion. All-Star game is for the best players, period. And if 9 of them are on one team and 0 on the other, then you go with a 9. That's the way it is. Someone tweeted me tonight about the Cincinnati Reds because they have 3. Well, all 3 are really good, but notice all 3 are not pitchers. Their pitching has been bad for the most part all season long. That's why they're in last place. But it's hard to go against Eugenio Suarez, Joey Votto, and Scooter Gennett. All 3 have had really good offensive seasons, and that's why they're in the game despite being in last place. All right, so I've talked enough. It's time for you to call us, and I'll let you do the talking when you call here on the Sports Call. It's 412-575-2600. Again, the Showdown tonight, sponsored by number 1 Cochran, 11:35 on KDKA-TV. We'll open up the phone lines and get your calls next right here on Pittsburgh's CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, putting new roofs on Pittsburgh homes for over 25 years. Call Ireland Contracting at 1-800-NEW-ROOF.